like they're coming for Huda and her boyfriend when they laughed at Olandria after they saw her comment on their live stream. Somebody called her a N word and they laughed at it. Now Huda is like, oh, I'm gonna donate my own money to the NAACP.
I think I saw something about that, but I didn't care enough to see it. What was that about?
There's the Love Island people.
Oh,
I'm not tuned into the Love Island the Love Island thing. It was never my
me neither. I never cared. I saw clips or whatever.
I'm more of a Love is Blind kind of guy. If you
I'm
want
more
to talk
of a
about
Love on the Spectrum kind of guy.
I love that show too.
I'm joking. I've seen like one episode and I was like, that's cool.
I watched the whole season.
I mean, none of those shows really interest me that much. Pop the Balloon is funny to watch here and there.
Before we do that, welcome back, guys, to the new CJ Muted episode. We didn't forget about you guys. We're gonna acknowledge you guys, and we're gonna welcome you to this experience like we always do. So, thank you guys for joining us. I'm your host, Gene.
I'm your host, Chris.
And you guys already know what to expect from us at this point, so let's just get into it.
Yeah, you guys know what's going on. You know the vibes. And if you don't, welcome back. First time listeners, just listen in and enjoy, all right? Throw us in the background, do whatever. We're about to talk some shit. We're about to get some shit off.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm more of a Love is Blind kind of guy. I've actually watched the newest season, season 9. And honestly, bro, the more the show goes on, the goofier it gets, bro.
I can imagine. Because it's like you don't see the person, right, the whole time. Like, you just conversations.
So you're dating for 37 days until marriage.
Wait, you get married? They get married at the end?
Yes, yeah, you get married at the end, and you can choose to opt in or opt out of the marriage.
Okay.
And when you go to the altar, you can say no if you don't want to marry the
first time you see the person is at the altar?
No, you see the person after talking to them for a few days in the pods where your both of your faces are blocked off. You can only chat. So you chat with somebody.
Wait, what's happening before that?
Nothing. You just talk to different people in pods.
Oh, so you're just going to pod talking to people?
Yeah, and then you narrow down your your list on who you want to focus on, and then eventually, if both of you guys form a connection and want to date each other continuously, you state that, and then you continue going through the process, and eventually, if you love the person, you propose to them, and all that has to happen in a few weeks before marriage. So this whole from dating to marriage is 37 days. And then
that's a lot.
And then about a few weeks before you see the person for the first time in person, it's all like just conversation, no face. You don't know what they look like. You don't even know what they look like until
but you know how they sound, right?
Until you know how they sound. You don't know what they look like until after you propose and you first meet each other.
Nah, I don't
Wait, that's why they say Love is Blind. And there's some success stories from the show.
I'm sure there are.
I've watched season 1 all the way through like season 5, and then I dropped off, and then I recently watched season 9. Season 1 had this couple called with Lauren and Lauren, I forgot her husband's name, but it's a black lady and a white man.
Okay.
And they're like the poster child of like the whole show because their love story is like the most like believable and the most wholesome, in my opinion. Like you can tell like they go really well together. There was no drama, like there was no weird thing going on.
Okay, so it just happened to work out.
Yeah, and then they recently had a baby.
So love is
keep in mind they've been married for years at this point, like almost 5+ years.
Okay.
Since the first season. So like but this recent season, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Love is Blind season 9, nobody got married.
How many marriages have there been per seasons? Like what's the average?
So usually 5 couples get married.
Okay. What's the divorce rate?
I don't know. I have to look it up. But some of them stay together.
No,
most of them stay together. But
I don't know.
This season,
that's an interesting. Concept,
this season, nobody even got married. Some people said no at the altar. Some people didn't even make it to the altar. Some people, as soon as she saw what the other the guy, so there was this lady on this season, right? Her name is Casey, and the guy that proposed to her, his name is Patrick. Casey and Patrick, right? Tall Asian guy, lives in Middle America, grew up in Middle America. Casey, similar background, but she's like your typical blonde, hot,
I gotta say
that you can tell she would never go for an Asian guy. You can tell.
Putting a lot of assumptions on blondes.
And she even stated that when they were dating each other in the pod, she even stated that, oh yeah, I typically I never dated an Asian guy, that's not typically my type.
So why didn't he just be like, yeah, I'm done?
They kept dating, they had a connection, they both said that they loved each other, blah blah blah. He proposes to her. She says yes. They meet for the first time. She's overly affectionate, blah blah. They're kissing. They're both happy, blah blah. The next day, she pulls the producers into a room and she's like, I don't think the connection is gonna grow from there. The physical connection is gonna grow from there, blah blah blah. That's what she tells the producers. Now they're like, okay, you gotta tell Patrick. So now her and Patrick are in the same room. Her story completely changes. She doesn't talk about how she's not physically attracted to him. She starts talking about how, oh yeah, the pressure of the show, everything is moving so fast. I love you. We can try when we get back to Denver, and the pressure of the show. I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do the show anymore. But she doesn't straight up tell him that I
don't want to date a.
She doesn't tell him that she's not physically attracted to him. So she keeps giving him the run around and stuff like that. And he's thinking that, oh, she's not breaking up with me. Everything here, the show and the pressure and stuff like that, is getting to her.
Damn.
That's what he's thinking. But we already know, the audience, because she already talked to the producers. And the producers, told us. So,
why are you looking at your phone?
But.
Why are you looking at your phone, G?
The heck is going on? But anyways, so yeah, and long story short, she dumps him after they go back home. She ghosts him. She dumps him. She doesn't offer any explanation. They just go their separate ways. But it was just sad to see that happen in real life. How she lied to him and stuff like that, and he was thinking that was gonna be his future wife and stuff like that. So a lot of shit like that happens on the show. So it's a lot of weird thing going on. I suggest you watch it with your partner or something. It's very interesting.
I'll be honest. If I was watching the show, I could have told you that from the beginning, probably, if I saw it. If I'm being honest, I'm like,
Have you seen 90 Day Fiancé?
Yeah, I used to see some episodes, some seasons. Yeah, I usually predicted. I was like, "That's not working out."
So I don't know how we got here on those dating shows, but all those dating shows have the craziest people on them. It's so.
I feel like it's part of the craziest people and part of it's a show.
No, for example, 90 Day Fiancé. I believe that shit. I believe that there's some
TV.
desperate ass people out there.
No, I don't disagree that there's some of it's probably true, but it's reality TV.
Okay.
And what is reality TV?
So you have the belief. I mean, definitely some reality TV shows are scripted.
I'm not saying it's just scripted. I'm just saying that people have incentives
to cause as much chaos and drama as possible.
You get a pay bump for that.
But
make it believable.
I really believe the reason why they're so successful is because people
want love.
No, people want to look at other people's lives and feel better about their own lives. That's why reality TV shows are so popular, in my opinion. Because most reality TV shows only show dysfunction and chaos and drama, and
I don't care for most of that shit.
Yeah, I'm saying people who watches those kind of shows.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, even when I did watch it, I was like, I watched the Jersey Shore when I was younger.
You did?
Yeah.
I wasn't really a Jersey Shore kind of kid.
I wasn't really. It was mid. Like most of my friends were watching it, so I was like, all right, why not? I'll watch it while we're all hanging out, and I'm just like, it's entertaining. It's entertaining. It's only entertainment. So, I would just be like, yeah, that's cool.
Did you watch Big Brother?
I don't know what that is.
It's another popular reality TV show.
Again, I didn't watch that many. It was just because someone else was watching and I was watching it with them.
Okay.
For most of those shows. I watch real things like anime.
Okay. Anyways, that was my little tangent on reality TV shows. Love is Blind Season 9 is crazy. They recently dropped the reunion last night, which I watched, which was also chaos. And also, I forgot to mention, they have reunions after every season where all the cast members assemble and address whatever
their trauma.
Yeah, relive the trauma and address whatever beef they have with each other. So it's great. Anyways, moving on. I don't know how we got here, but
you're the one who just decided to go on a tirade about love. Listen, love.
People ain't going on a tirade about love. I talk about reality show and Love is Blind.
And what is that show about? Love. People trying to find love. Everyone wants to find love. Do you not think that? That's like why people watch it.
I feel like our generation.
I feel like people watch it because they want to have an idea of how it is to find love if they don't have love.
I feel like our generation is really going away from all those kind of concepts like love and relationships and companionship and stuff like that. I feel like our generation is very individualistic, and we prioritize career and money and self-fulfillment rather than
are you saying
meaningful relationships and pre-established concepts of love.
Are you saying that on the men's side or the women's side more?
Both sides.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I feel like men are giving up on love and so are women.
Or I feel
like both men and women.
From everything I'm hearing, it seems like women are prioritizing career more than love.
I feel like both men and women are doing the same.
I feel like men have always.
I feel like men are prioritizing career and money and all those things because they have given up on love. Let me rephrase to American men.
Why is it always about America?
Because that's where we live. And all of our timelines are filled with American stuff. I can't speak for the rest of the world. I can speak for my immediate environment.
Okay.
So
that was a good comeback. He doesn't get the callback. I'll probably clip it somewhere. But yeah, I guess so. But like, since marriage rates are dropping and children are not being it's looking dark. The rise of incels, the rise of the female version of that. It's just looking dark.
Yeah, but
so like, how would a proposal go today?
What do you mean?
Like, how would someone, like, if someone was like in a relationship, how would they propose?
Propose like you regularly propose. That's stupid to ask that for somebody in a relationship and wanting marriage. I'm talking about like
no, but like with all this stuff, like what if he's like, yo, you buy the ring? Like what if he's just like, yo, you buy the ring? If you really wanted to be with me, girl, you buy the ring.
You're trying to say like if like the roles are reversed?
No, just yo, you buy the ring.
You're trying to say that if somebody wants to get married that bad, they're okay. Okay.
Because
let me not assume your point. Let me understand your point. Men traditionally buy the ring, right? When they want to marry somebody, right? Mm-hmm. You're saying that it shouldn't just be a men task. That if somebody wants to marry somebody, they can go ahead and initiate that process by buying the ring themselves.
Listen, Mace brought it up, and I was like, yo, he was right. Yo, you buy the ring.
I feel like with the Mace thing, right? Because I saw that headline too. I saw the clips and stuff. The Mace thing, right? I feel like it's this. You can only pull that kind of thing right? That kind of stunt, in my opinion, or go against established norms like that. If you are like a certain status in life and have like your dating pool is different than the average guy.
I think that if you're gonna go against established norms, you gotta have things that aren't in the norm. So I guess you're right.
Yeah. So like, I feel like somebody like Mace, right? Successful rapper, money, known all over the world. Like, I don't want to say it's fair for him to say that because I don't personally agree with that, right?
So you don't think that like
I understand his point of view. I understand his mindset when he's saying that because.
So you think that like if you have enough status, you have more options. If a person has more status and more options,
yeah, more status, more options. That's just common sense. But you define how you want to live your life, right? For example, let's say I have more status and and stuff like that, right? I would still live the way
more than you already have. Damn, bro, just like leave some rest. leave some for the rest of us. If
I have more status, right? I would still live my life the way I'm living my life. My morals won't change. I wouldn't feel like, because I have more status, the woman needs to treat me like I'm some type of like, you know what I mean? Like, she needs to propose to me. No, I wouldn't do that. Like, that's not how I was raised. That's not what I believe in. So I wouldn't do that. But if Mace does that because of his status or of who he is, I mean, I can understand it.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is
like we could all cap for the pod, but like
I'm not capping. I'm not capping.
Are you?
No. Because I hate this. You see, now you triggered me. Wow, I'm not capping for the pod.
I didn't say you were.
Money will change me in more ways than others, right? I'm not gonna cap about that, but in situations like these, no, that's just core morals. Like I'm of the belief. Again, call me old fashioned, call me whatever. Like, if you want to marry a woman, you need to propose to her, not vice versa.
I agree.
Like, that's just how I feel.
I'm just saying.
I would feel weird if a lady proposed to me. I would just feel bad weird. I'm sorry. Like,
it would be weird.
You can express that you want to marry me. That's okay. You know what I mean?
But like going out,
buying a ring and doing a proposal for me, like that's kind of crazy.
Like, she took you out, brought you to the best place that she got out to eat, and it's just like
she set up a whole view. No, she brought me to She brought me to DreamCon, made me experience a crazy ass weekend. You know what I mean? At the end of the weekend, she proposes to me and shit like that. I'm like, yo.
Would you say yes or no?
I would say yes, but dang, I feel kind of weird.
It would fold immediately.
I feel kind of like, dang, you really.
What if you were like, nah, I'm not feeling all that?
Why would I do that? I mean, if I'm not feeling, honestly, I really believe, right, in a relationship, right? I'm sorry, we turned into a relationship episode real quick. In a relationship, right? If somebody wants to marry you or not. If somebody would marry you or not. So
you think
you shouldn't be surprised.
Do you think people know that?
Yes, yes. You're delusional if you're trying to save your relationship by proposing.
But it's worked so many times.
Has it though? Because it always leads into divorce.
I didn't say, bro. I wasn't talking about the aftermath.
The long term.
It saves it for that period of time. You said you're just trying to save your relationship for the moment. It saves it for the moment, and then it crashes out later.
I don't think it works, but
I didn't say it works. It works for long term.
It's like, you're aware of the facts. You're aware of your dynamic. You're aware of who the other person is. So. If you want to, I honestly believe, if you're going to marry somebody 3 months in.
That's a lot.
That's just my personal belief.
Man.
I just think if you will marry somebody 3 months in.
3 months?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can lie to yourself and be like, I wouldn't. I mean, I would. You can lie to yourself and be like, make excuses for it, but I feel like deep down.
I don't know.
Especially if you spend every day with that person, you have deep conversations with that person. You learn their habits. Like you actually know the person. You know if they're like good for you. You want to be with them forever or not. But that's tricky
I don't know.
too,
I think
because
about
people
it
can also be deceitful.
Yeah,
and show you
just like
a whole different side of themselves.
That's another reason why I'm like 3 months isn't enough.
But
like sure you can feel that way, but feelings are fleeting.
Feelings are fleeting, but like if that person is consistent,
that's different. But that 3 months isn't enough to know how consistent the person will be.
It depends. Let's say you date somebody, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying relationship. You date for like 6 months before getting in a relationship, right?
Okay.
And then you get in a relationship.
It's a long time.
6 months?
It is a long
time. It is a long time. Freaking, all right, let me shorten it down. You date somebody for 2 months.
Okay.
And you get in a relationship. And in that relationship, you date for 6 to 7 months.
Okay.
And then 6 7 months, you move in together on the 8th month.
Okay.
And then you live with them for 3 to 4 months. Do you think that's enough time to know if you want to be with that person for the rest of your life?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
How
It's
so?
not even been a year yet.
What do you mean?
Yo, what?
3 months dating. 3 months dating.
These are
right?
just words.
7 months together.
No.
That's 10 months.
Okay.
4 months living together. That's a year and some change.
Okay, a year and some change.
So you don't think you can know if you want to be with that person for the rest of your life at that time?
I don't know if that's... See, you're talking about if you want to be, right?
Marriage.
Yeah, but do you know exactly that'll work out? Like, you don't know.
That's enough time to know.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
No.
How much time do you need?
I think it's not, and it's not necessarily about time, right?
How so?
It's not just you. It's you and that person.
Okay.
In my mind, and just in my mind. Because
and
marriage
person,
isn't
okay.
just about marrying the person.
Okay. What if that person is down?
No, it's again, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Marriage isn't about just marrying the person you're with right now.
Okay.
It's about marrying everything that they will become, good or bad. Like if you get married, you don't know what the trajectory. Like you have to accept all that regardless.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, marriage is more of a bigger deal than, to me at least, than I think it is to most people.
Okay.
They just experience
because you feel like when you're marrying somebody, you're making a commitment to accept whoever they become.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a bigger deal.
Yeah.
But like, okay, that's.
What if they turn into someone you don't like the next day?
I mean,
what if they do anything that you don't?
What
like
you
the
mean?
Next day?
They turn into somebody.
They
somebody
just
you
become
don't like.
someone that you just doesn't that you guys grow apart. Whatever.
But that's why you have to maintain your relationship and communicate and make sure you don't grow apart. That's called relationship maintenance. So this what if is kind of like.
I'm not saying what if, it will happen.
So you're saying when you marry somebody, you eventually gonna grow apart from them?
I'm not saying you're gonna grow apart and stay apart, but you gotta. It's a work to get back together. If you grow apart,
okay,
or whatever,
sure.
Circumstances can happen.
Fine. What if you don't grow apart? What if you just keep working on your relationship throughout your marriage and you make sure you don't grow apart?
Yeah, those are like rare, lucky stories.
You say rare, lucky stories, but is it really rare? Is it really lucky?
What's the divorce rate in the country?
In this country, it's pretty high, but I feel like that's
please
because,
tell me.
I feel like that's because of a lot of different factors.
What are the factors?
Economic factors.
There's another factor. Economic factors.
Shift in society. We don't value the same things as we used to.
You're marrying that person regardless.
Technology. A lot of different things. I can't really go into all that right now, but a lot.
So you're making my point that those things can break up a marriage?
I mean, but marriages work, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why. So do you really want to just?
If the basis of your marriage, right, is
just feelings.
Communications, not just feelings, communication, commitment, understanding that, okay, we may, go through rough patches or grow apart or stuff like that. And you establish that no matter what, you will work on that. And then you show a track record before even getting married of like working through hardships and making sure you guys don't grow apart. I feel like the marriage will be okay.
Can you get that track record in 1 year?
You can. You can, because I feel like within 1 year, you can go through multiple types of conflict. It varies. It depends on whatever situation. Yes,
again, this is
but
all
you
separate.
can go.
I'm just talking about for generalizing. I'm generalizing.
You can see how somebody handles conflict within 1 year. You can see how somebody handles themselves within 1 year. Yeah, you can see how somebody handles you within 1 year. You can see how somebody treats you within 1 year.
I'm not.
No matter what, and regardless of how they're going, their lives is going and stuff like that.
Okay.
You disagree?
I don't necessarily disagree. I'm saying it's possible.
So okay.
I'm just saying it's not always like that.
Okay, sure.
It's not that common.
I gave my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the right? I'm gonna ask you the question. What's the right amount of time for you before marrying somebody?
I don't know, like 2 or 3 years.
Start from exclude the dating phase and the early relationship phase, living together phase.
Like 2 or 3 years.
So you want to live with somebody for 2 or 3 years before you marry them?
I mean, ideally. I mean, I think for living together, like maybe a year or two. Yeah.
You want to live with somebody for a year or two before you marry them?
Because no, but see that point, right? The living part.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word I'm looking for? I forgot it. But no, that part can not excel it, but you'll get more clear the more you're living with someone.
Okay.
So after 2 or 3 years of doing that, then you can really get an idea.
I honestly feel like 3 years is excessive.
I feel like 1 year is too.
No, I would agree with you with the 2 years part. 3 years, I feel like by 3 years, bro, like, come on. Like, especially if you've been dating that person already for like a while before y'all moved in together. I feel like 3 years is pushing it. By the second year, you should know if like, all right, bro.
No, but that's
2 years, 2 full years, I can understand. Because
2 full years, sure.
That's a lot of time of waking up next to somebody. That's a lot of time of dynamic.
You know what
somebody.
else is a lot of time?
What?
Marriage.
Yeah, marriage for the rest of your life.
So
the 2 years is a trial period.
So what's the difference? What's the difference in the third year?
The third year, I feel like it's pushing it because 2 years is more than enough experience.
Pushing what?
It's pushing it. It's like, dude, like 3 years. You really need another year. What are you gonna figure out or understand that you haven't figured out or understood in this first 2 years?
What's gonna change after the marriage?
A lot. A lot changes after the marriage, in my opinion.
I can assume that, yeah.
Like, I'm not married, but like I can assume that a lot changes based on my understanding of marriage. My parents are married. I see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes children are involved.
Yeah.
Like,
we didn't even bring in children to this.
We didn't even
talking about
we didn't even bring children because again, that yeah. So, anyways, like I feel like the commitment of marriage, like I don't know. I don't want to make it sound so like mystical or so like so mythical, but like it is. I feel like there's a shift that should happen, like because like you're supposed to be binded to this person for the rest of your life. You're supposed to choose and wake up every day choosing that person for the rest of your life. You're supposed to take care of that person in health or sickness. Like,
Yeah.
You're supposed to just, that person is supposed to just be your person, and that's it.
Yes. In the eyes of the government.
In the eyes of the government, or if you don't believe in that, because there's freaking cultural marriages too, so it's not just
true.
the eye of the
But
government.
that whole point is just, for me, is just
That's
like,
a big
yo,
responsibility, and it's on both sides.
Yeah, and you want to just...
You got both parties have to do right by each other for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Both parties have to work,
and both parties...
to make sure that the marriage stays okay.
And you're saying that both parties will be cool with that in the first year.
2
and
years.
I'm not saying it's
years.
happened. You
years.
said 6 months, 3 months.
Listen.
Bro said 3 months, and then like, yeah, we're there.
No, okay, I misinterpreted what I meant. The 3 months.
What did you mean?
The 3 months. I
You
meant
said you'll know.
after 3 months of living with somebody, I feel like you can you can see if you
Play the clip.
to
After,
I'm
after
rephrasing.
3 months,
yeah
you know you're gonna marry that
of
person.
living. I'm updating my
You
thing
just said
of
3
living,
months. You just said 3 months.
and I'm correcting myself. Why won't you let me?
No.
Okay, fine. Whatever narrative he wants to go with. But after 3 months
not
of living
going
with
with it.
somebody, you should kind of see if that person is right for you, or if you even wanna pursue going with that person, or if you even wanna like keep learning more about that person, and like, you know, grow with that person.
Okay.
3 months of living together.
Okay. I'll let you move the goalposts.
I'm not. So that's how you feel. I'm moving the goalposts. I'm not.
I
moving
mean,
the
you did
goalposts.
say that in your original statement.
But I do agree with you that 2 years is enough to like fully know
I say
fully
3 years because the first year
of
is
living with them, right? Let's clarify living with them, because
living.
dating somebody for 2 years and living with somebody for 2 years, I feel is completely different.
I can agree with that.
Way different. I honestly feel like you don't know somebody until you live with them,
I agree.
right?
So yeah, okay, 2 years of living.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the living part, yes. But I'm talking about just the relationship in general
Okay.
of being with someone.
Okay.
For the first year, you know, you go through life, you meet each other's families for the first time.
Yeah.
See the situation for each year.
It depends on
Chris-
every relationship. Sometimes
Well, yeah, most relationships different.
you're talking about
relationships.
dating in general. You're not even including
I'm not-
living together.
Yeah, I'm talking about the whole encompassing of a relationship.
Okay. So first year of a relationship. Okay, go ahead.
You go through all that.
Okay.
All right, got an idea. The second year, it's like a kind of a repeat, but with more knowledge.
Okay.
And the third year is where you're like, all right, I get it. And then from there, it's like, all right, do you decide or not?
Mm. Okay. I mean, I can understand your point of view.
I mean, when I was younger, I was like 4 years, but like,
because you're encompassing everything.
yeah, I'm talking about everything in that
Yeah,
relationship.
you're not breaking it down like I am.
Yeah, everything is an aspect. You're going to be marrying this person.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in that.
When I'm saying everything, I mean the whole relationship is regardless of how long you guys are living together.
Yeah, I'm talking about the entirety
Okay.
from the beginning of it.
I mean, in that aspect, then I understand your 3 years thing, because I'm exclusively focusing on the 2 years of living together. That's
Yeah, you're
it.
focused on one aspect of a relationship.
yeah,
I'm talking about the entire thing.
Okay, so I guess we have similar beliefs, but we're going about it differently, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's okay.
that's all okay.
But yeah, so
You know who has similar beliefs?
who?
I'm joking though.
Nobody-
What were you gonna say?
Who has similar beliefs?
I had a segue, but it fell off.
Okay. My other question to you, right? I'm sorry, I turned this episode into a relationship dating episode. This is why you listen to Seizure Muted. When
Yo,
the
you never know
unexpected-
what we're gonna talk about.
when the unexpected happens, right? So, yeah, I have a question to you, right? Let's say you see a dark aura over your partner.
The aura farming?
But you can't pinpoint what it is, right? Everything about them is great. You have a feeling, but they had never shown you anything that like can prove what you have a feeling about. Do you self-sabotage or do you see it through?
What do you mean?
Self-sabotage unconsciously because you have that thing in the back of your mind. I don't know. Like
What, like anxiety?
Yeah, pretty much.
About something?
You let your anxiety ruin your relationship, or do you see it through?
I just go through the source.
Go ahead.
Why am I feeling this way?
Okay. What if there's no answer?
There's an answer.
What if the answer is you?
Then you fucking figure out what's wrong with you.
Okay.
That's it.
But before you do that, do you implode or do you go through?
Why would you implode? They're gonna figure out the answer. Go deep inside. You gotta look deep inside and see what's causing you to do this.
You know how many people didn't follow that advice and just imploded their whole relationship?
Yes, it's a hard thing to do to really look inside yourself.
It really is.
It's not that hard, especially if
you say it's not that hard, but you said it's hard. It's hard.
I said.
I love when I do that.
It's hard for some people, but like when you really look into yourself, you can figure it out. Like go through that shit. You gotta really look inside yourself and say, why do I feel like that? Is it because of this? Why do I feel that? Honestly, ask yourself why 8 times. Answer everyone honestly, and you'll figure out the answer.
I asked you this question for a specific point because I'm of the belief, right, that everyone should go to therapy before they marry somebody.
Couples therapy? Yeah, I think
not couples therapy. Self work therapy.
Well, yeah, I think everyone should who needs to go to therapy should go to therapy if they're about to make a huge decision.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you understand yourself fully, you're better equipped to handle a relationship.
I agree.
You're better equipped to handle a marriage, in my opinion.
Again, that's why I said.
So that's why I asked that question. I wanted to see train of thought, but
that's what I said. It's like you gotta. Therapy is useful for a lot of people. But you gotta go to it to really understand yourself, and the same thing for I guess a relationship if it's needed, like couples therapy before I'm married, which I feel like would be a good thing. I don't think most people do it just because
it's a minimal amount of people that do it.
Yeah, I know, but like I think it's a good thing to really get everything off if you don't naturally do it. Like if you can't naturally do it, sometimes some people just can't, and they need that third person. But I think understanding everything you're doing in yourself and in your partner before you make that decision is important.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a new age kind of belief now because
for sure. What you mean?
I feel like
first of all, in the culture,
I feel like
nobody believes in that
shit. It's a new age kind of like belief because I'm only saying this right because I feel like again we were just talking about how the marriage rate is low and stuff like that. And like people are choosing career and money and stuff over meaningful relationship and stuff like that. I feel like a huge what's it called factor to that is also people's mental states. I feel like our generation is very mentally unstable.
But I feel like your generation's going to therapy more than the previous generation.
Yes, we are, but not enough.
Well, yeah.
And I feel like the more therapy people get, the more they will be able to resolve whatever it's holding them back emotionally, and they will be able to prioritize meaningful relationship as a result. So that's just a solution that I feel would be beneficial.
Loneliness epidemic.
And help the loneliness epidemic, yes.
Also destroying OnlyFans would help that.
I gotta digest that claim for a second because I feel like that goes into a whole other debate that I'm glad that you brought up, right? Gooning and its effect on the loneliness epidemic in general. You're right. I honestly feel like I'm about to sound like a fucking right-wing type of self-help freaking podcast
The
or
right
whatever.
wing? Fuck the
Because
bitches.
that's one of their rhetoric too.
Yeah, but they say it in a
the
stupid
facts
way.
are the facts, and yeah, like more and more teenagers are addicted to you know what?
Porn.
Yeah, don't say it. Call it corn. YouTube. Jeez.
Why is that a word?
I know, right? Anyways,
Just like
more and more teenagers, young people are addicted to, you know,
gooning.
to adult videos.
Gooning.
And gooning, if you want to call it that. Let's just call it
their
gooning.
new term. For
Yeah,
gooners are gooning.
it's creating a lot of problems. Some guys are fully unable to, like, you know,
Get any bitches?
not that, to like see women outside of that kind of environment, which is a crazy. First of all, gooning is not a representation of actual meaningful sexual relationships. It's not a representation of like what sex is supposed to look like and stuff like that.
Wait, you're telling me that's not what they do?
But
That's not what
freaking,
sex is supposed to be like?
but like, it morphs the young people minds, and it just destroys their whole what's the word,
Yeah, but that's like one aspect. I didn't say that.
it destroys
That's always gonna
their
be
view of it, of sex and stuff like that, and it's very harmful, and it plays a factor into the loneliness epidemic. Because when you're addicted to that kind of stuff, you start to tell yourself, I think you start to tell yourself, why would I go seek somebody real when I can just do this?
Why would I go talk to a girl when I could just pay her?
Exactly, when I can just pay her to talk to her. Or why would I set myself outside of my comfort zone when I can just go on OnlyFans and just message this girl if I give her $5 or whatever,
And she'll like really talk to me.
and she would like.
Meanwhile, bro's like, this nigga is this nigga is going for it.
Social media.
Bro's talking to a manager the whole time.
Social media has cooked a lot of young
Or an
people's
AI.
mind, and the rise of all this type of content and the way it's
OnlyFans.
being made so socially acceptable and stuff like that, it's definitely had its like harmful impact on the youth, and it's kind of sad to see.
It is sad to see that people waste their money on OnlyFans and then make them like trillionaires, billionaires, or millionaires.
But
It's like porn's free.
it is, but like, I just, the deeper thing about it is just like, yeah.
But you're talking about like gooning, like corn.
Mm-hmm.
Corn's always gonna be here. Let's be very honest.
It is gonna be. It's always been here.
I wasn't
actually.
talking about corn.
Okay, explain your point then.
I said OnlyFans needs to be destroyed.
Why specifically
That's
OnlyFans?
the specific because I mean, I'm not against sex work.
Okay.
It's work,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also the oldest
It's-
profession.
That is the oldest profession. Is a myth, actually.
It's one of the oldest.
It's
professions.
one. Okay,
All
sure. Yeah,
it's not the
I'll
oldest.
believe
I'm
that.
sure there's been many professions.
Yes,
It's
but
just a
go
saying.
on. I hate that saying. But
I hate that people. I hate when people just try to be like, "Yo, you know what we're saying, bro? It's been here for a while."
Listen.
Name me an older profession.
What's up, Chase? We got a guest on here. let him get him. Give him some pets and let him go.
Go.
Let's have Chase on the pod like I saw that as a dog, like a prop. We're gonna get into that a little bit. But go ahead, keep going.
But it doesn't help that the youth gets exposed to it so often that they're just like, why would I do anything?
Yeah, it goes back to my point. It's very harmful, and it's just sad that I don't want to sit here and be like, okay, like shame the people that do it, that kind of work.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not shaming. I'm just like, I can't shame the people that do it, and I also can't deny that it's work, but I also can't ignore its impact. So it's a very weird.
I'm talking about.
Very
It's
weird thing
cool.
to choose a side on.
I say it's cool for like grown adults. Like past a certain age, you do whatever the fuck what you want with your money. But like the
True,
influence it has on
it also affects grown adults' relationships, though.
Well, that's grown adults making grown adults decisions. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about people who brains aren't fucking fully formed. Like your brain fully develops at what, 25?
25, yeah.
So
that's what people say.
Scientists say that. So
I don't know if it's true or not.
Ex-Gemini. But like
I'm still a child at heart.
Before that, I'm just like, I feel like that's going to affect the world a little bit more, and why we have this epidemic, these incels, and these people that are easily radicalized.
I have other thoughts about that. I feel like, yeah, gooning is an aspect of it, but also freaking social media and freaking short form content and all that kind of stuff is
that's happening regardless.
That's
There's
just
nothing
like
stopping that.
Cooking the young people's brain even more to like become more antisocial.
What's his name? Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham,
the comedian. He was right in one of his interviews. He was saying like the tech companies are farming your time. They're farming your attention. It's not about getting your dollars. It's about getting your attention, keeping you engaged in everything that they're doing, aka short form content, doom scrolling, gooning. It's just get back here. We own you. We want to own all the time that you have. Any spare time you have, fuck your kids. Get over here. All that. And then I feel like it's going to lead us down a terrible path. But, you know, we got to combat that. I mean, we're farming your attention. Yo, pay attention to us.
We're part of the problem, too.
We're not part of the problem. We're trying to educate you. Now, be part of the problem. Being part of the problem is one thing, but, you know, we're not part of the problem. We're here to entertain you. To keep you coming back.
We're part of the problem.
No, we're not, but we're not trying to brain rot you.
Yeah, true, because
we're trying to make you think thought-provoking things.
We're asking questions.
Gets the people going. We'll be real provocative soon.
But like that leads me to the point of AI and AI slop content and how it's gonna add on to all this mess that we already discussed. Because
talk about what Sora is doing to the
people. Oh my gosh, bro! But you go on Facebook and the boomers on Facebook already believe everything they see on there, and Sora's videos are very convincing without the watermark, and yeah, it's running amok, and there's no regulation to it. I feel like every week on here, I'll come here and like
bash AI.
I'm not like a AI hater. I see its useful uses and stuff like that. What I'm complaining about is the lack of regulation for like technologies such as Sora, which are very harmful. Will become very harmful if they're not regulated properly.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
I'm of that belief, yeah.
AI doesn't harm us. People harm us. There's this thing on Twitter I've been seeing a lot of the Snap, since Snap is being taken away, and it's just a bunch of pictures of black people saying, but they're taking away I'm 6 kids, blah blah blah, they're taking away my food stamps, and I'm like, that's AI. But we're seeing right-wing people react to it, saying, look at these Negroes, these niggers, fucking and then I'm just like, yo, you're stupid. It's AI.
You bleep that.
Fuck the country.
Whoa, no. This is the greatest country on earth, by the way.
It is.
I love this country.
I love it too, you know.
No. Anyways. Are you happy?
Are you happy? I love this country. The way I love this country the way, you know, wife in the 30s loved her husband. That's
such a controversial joke, dude. But overall, from dating to doom scrolling to the world's going to shit. It's not all bad. I feel like as many bad qualities our generation has, have. I feel like the fact that we're so progressive and we're so accepting of people.
Yeah, I got that.
I take pride. I take pride in that. I take pride in the fact that we're a very accepting generation, no matter what political views we have or like side of the fence we're on. I feel like most young people are very accepting.
Yeah, but that's going to take a while for that to translate to the world.
It really is. I mean,
especially with the previous generation still in power and still
enacting
shit.
Laws and destroying our lives daily,
constantly.
It's gonna take a while, but I feel like they're so harmful because the older generation are so harmful because they're shaping some of our generation into their image, and that's super, like, ugh. I'm sad about that because I feel like because of that, there's always gonna be we're always gonna have remnants of that older generation that's not keeping up with how the world should work nowadays.
True, but I feel like there's just enough of. At the same time, don't forget we have technology way more advanced than it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
So back then, information was hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
I can get all the information I need about anything, any topic right here.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's trying to control me in doom scroll instead of doing that, but
and sometimes the information you get out of there is fake.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to fact check.
Find
the right fact checks.
How many people go out the way to fact check? We barely fact check on this podcast too, so like we're part of that.
We asked Gemini.
We recently started, but Gemini is owned by Google. Who's to say that Google doesn't try to push a narrative? You know what? Anyways, I'm not gonna get too conspiracy.
What do you mean? Google anything if you want the answer.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. They could maybe have some interest in sin, but that's like political shit. But then again, what isn't political?
Exactly. You can honestly
listen. If
everything
the top
is political,
5 companies just send money back and forth to each other, then
they invest in each other, they recycle each other's ideas, they refine each other's ideas. Yeah,
and then they just keep doing it. But like, what's wrong with that? Outside of the fact that it's destroying us, but like, what's wrong with that if everyone started doing that?
As long as it's not harmful, I don't have a problem.
Everything's gonna be harmful.
But if
the only way to climb up is off the broken corpses of every enemy you stepped over to reach the top of Agartha.
Okay, if the harmful effects of it outweighs the good, then I don't think it's worth it. So it's gonna come down to pros and cons, right?
Do you think the harmfulness of inventing guns outweigh the pros?
Why do you have to put me there? Why did you have to bring me there?
Listen, there's things that the cons outweigh, but we still use it. Do you think gooning is?
Let me answer your question first. Repeat that about the guns.
Oh, do you think the cons of guns outweigh the pros of it being invented and brought onto this planet?
That's a very tough question. I'm not pro gun stuff. I'm not a hugely pro gun type of guy. I feel like I agree with you. People kill people, not guns. But I also understand that guns are so lethal that they need to be regulated.
Well, yeah.
So,
don't let the NRA hear you.
What?
Don't let the NRA hear you.
I honestly feel like I'm going to pick a side here. I feel like the mass, again, that's going to sound so controversial, but I feel like the public, you and me, regular Joe, shouldn't have access to guns.
But what if the government comes for us?
Why would the government come for you? In a good country, let's say, like in a place where everything is working well, why would the fucking government come for you?
Let me stop. Before I start saying some shit.
No, go ahead.
Was Germany a good country at the time?
I mean, in cases like that, that was kind of fucked up. But my stance on it doesn't change. I feel like
Was Russia a good country at the time?
nope. I mean, you can listen. You can make a case for the opposite argument of what I picked, right?
No, anyone can make a case for anything.
Sure. So, but that's just my personal beliefs.
No, I
Not to
know.
say that in those situations, if the Jews had access to guns, if the people that Stalin freaking killed and imprisoned had access to guns like that and were able to fight for themselves and retaliate, it would have been a good thing.
Yeah,
right?
no, but like that's the point of the Second Amendment.
Yeah, but
So everyone has the right to protect themselves
it's true. But
because there are still other guns out there. Their guns are going to be around.
I still believe,
Like I said, Pandora's box was open.
let me rephrase that. In today's society, like 21st century, technology is advanced, all that shit.
Not everywhere.
Regular people like you and me shouldn't have access to guns.
I think Pandora's box is already open.
It is already open.
So
We're already here.
So why would you?
But since we have access to guns, we should be more careful about who gets their hands on it.
No, I agree. But
That's it.
It's not going to happen in this country.
I mean, it can happen.
Can if we get the
But it won't.
right people there, you know.
But that's just my personal beliefs. I mean, when I see stuff like Uvalde, Texas, and all those school shootings and stuff like that, I just can't help but like be like, dang.
I think there should be regulations on it.
If some
It's not-
fucking
I don't think
kid
that-
shouldn't just have access to a fucking AR-16 or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, I agree. I say things now,
Like,
from my
I'm
point.
all for people being able to protect themselves and shit like that, but like there needs to be some fucking limits, like some heavy screenings. Just like I'm also believe not everybody should be allowed to join the army.
I don't think
fe-
everyone should be allowed to be a cop.
I feel like there's not enough screening done to like filter through the people that have the right qualifications and the right mind state to be in the army and law enforcement and such.
I agree.
So,
Or maybe there is. I don't know.
you think there is?
It varies from state to state, but you got to forget we're in a big country, and every state isn't the same.
Yeah.
Every state trades.
America
everything
is
differently.
very culturally diverse.
I know.
So,
So everywhere is vastly different
yeah.
with different laws.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to put all that under one federal rule. Well, granted, we do have federal laws that stand
Yeah.
throughout the whole
But the
thing.
states usually govern themselves.
But the states decide what they want to do on their own. It's like having 50 mini countries that all follow.
True.
They all follow the orders.
Where do you stand on guns?
Or higher regulations on them.
Higher regulation, but everybody should have access to it.
Everyone who's mentally passed the test should have access to it.
Okay. What if you can fake the test?
The test should be very much uncrackable. And then, granted, things are going to fall through the cracks. It's almost inevitable.
So the risk of that is you willing
Minimizing the risk of that is what should be focused on.
to... Okay.
You can't. Nothing's 100% perfect,
Okay.
but minimizing the risk is what we should strive for every day.
Okay. So constant improvement
Yeah.
to like the screenings and stuff like that.
Constant improvements of screening,
But-
watching what's happened already, and seeing how can we freaking prevent that again.
But you do believe in the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I think it should be there,
Okay. That's fair.
but I just don't think that everyone should be allowed.
To have guns.
If you're not, especially in this, and yes, it's the Constitution, so it's like hard to say like you can't go against the ancient scrolls,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like we also are evolving,
You
and
feel
this
like,
country needs to not every.
you feel like
law-
some laws should be updated to the times we live in.
Yeah, some laws should get some revisements for the current times we live in. Like, nigga, slavery was a law.
True. I agree with that actually.
So
I feel like
some shit should just get revised.
I feel like we have so many similar beliefs. But we just go about them differently.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what
I'm a radical.
you're not
I'm
a
not
radical.
radical.
I've seen radical. You're not radical.
You just haven't seen it.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so I feel like we have so many similar beliefs, but we go about them differently, and that's why we're able to coexist as friends. Honestly, have you ever been friends with somebody that's on the completely opposite side of you?
Yeah. I have a lot of friends who are just completely different
Mm-hmm.
views.
How are those friendships? How do you? I have too, but I just want to talk about like your experience, right? How easy do you find to maintain those friendships without their beliefs seeping into it?
We just have rational conversations,
Okay.
debates.
Okay.
And I make sure they know that they're wrong every time, because I can prove my point.
That's the beauty of. I know you're joking, but that's the beauty of the human condition. Because like with that, having people of different beliefs as you and being able to coexist with them and like even being able to have friendships with them.
What's the point?
Should be what you said.
What's the point?
Should be like a norm. It should be a regular thing. Like I feel like today it's so easy for us to like be so divided and like hate anybody that doesn't have similar views on us, like as us, and it's just it's okay to have disagreements, people. It's okay to not see the world the same way somebody else
Nah, fuck
sees
that.
it.
Everything should be our way
But,
and
like,
our way only.
dude.
Don't listen to all that kumbaya shit.
Like
Assimilate.
the way this country is so divided, the way it's like it's going, I feel like the hate is being intensified on both sides, and like
I mean, yeah, we've seen enough political violence this year alone.
it's just it just baffles me that we can't just agree to disagree. I know I say that a lot on this podcast, but like it's okay to agree to disagree.
Gene.
It's okay.
Gene.
It's all right.
Gene.
Hate shouldn't be a part of this whole thing.
Gene.
That's all I'm
You're
saying.
talking about a country whose education is declining.
True.
Uneducated people are gonna hear that and be like, what the
And
fuck?
choose violence and choose hate.
The lower the IQ, the less like.
I wouldn't say IQ. I would say education because IQ varies.
Oh yeah.
Per
I'll say that.
person.
Education. The lower the education, the less likely they'll understand that differences are just differences.
And it's sad. It's really sad.
And the history of this country. I mean, we all know the history of the country.
Like, I'm going to sound real naive here, but when I was younger, right, I used to always dream of like, oh man, it was such a naive thing, right? I remember me and my friend, I was like very young.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my friend one day and I'm like, yo, wouldn't it be nice if one day we all have this kumbaya thing and we're just all nice to each other, everybody's happy and like everybody just can agree to disagree and stuff like that. I was super young too thinking about that. And then the more I grew up, like the more I'm like, dang, that was such a naive mindset, but it would be so nice if that was actually the case. Like
I don't
if
really think
we were more united as people.
I
had
don't
such
think
a-
that's. I don't really think that's.
I had such
naive.
a positive mindset about the world and about people as a whole, and like the more I grew, I feel like the more I shifted away from those type of mindsets. And
But at the same time, I don't.
with the chaos of the world, I know we're getting way too deep, and you guys probably
Yo, they'll be
like,
fine.
what the fuck are we talking about? But
Continue what you were saying.
with the chaos of the world, it's so hard to get back to a positive mindset about everything.
But here's my take on that. Right, what you're saying
Mhm.
is that like I don't even think that's that naive because I think I don't think that there are so many bad people in the world that the world is the way it is because of that. I think that people are generally good. Like, I don't think people just wake up, there's sociopaths and psychopaths and mental illness out there randomly. But I think people generally growing up also varies on your environment. But even in dark environments, some people choose to do good regardless. Circumstances are one thing, but I think that the people that aren't good, the people that are bad for whatever reason, because it varies, overshadow that so much and negative news spreads way faster than positive news. Mm-hmm. So that overshadows majority of things. So it's easy to look at the world and say, we are all divided. But I tell you right now, those aliens come down here and nobody's going to give a fuck about their hate for each other.
I disagree on the last point you made about.
You think if we all had aliens, you think common enemies don't unite people?
We've gotten to a point where, like, even if we had a common enemy, we would still try to one up each other. That's how I feel right now. My worldview is so bleak now that's how I feel at this moment right now. You know? And it's just sad. I don't know. But I may be wrong. I haven't. I need to get back to the state of mind of like, okay, one day maybe we will coexist peacefully. Maybe we will be okay. But it's so hard to get there with everything going on in the world and this country, and yeah, it's just a lot, dude. It's a lot. It also speaks to the fact that our generation is very mentally exhausted at such a young age.
What do you mean my generation?
Dude, come on.
What do you mean come on?
We're not far apart in generations.
We're like 2 generations apart.
No, we're not.
We're 5 generations apart.
No, we're not.
You're a Zer. I'm a boomer.
You're not a boomer. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, your generation's right below me, so yeah, sure.
Dude, you barely make the other generation.
Okay, Ed.
You like a year.
And you barely make your generation.
No, I don't. I'm in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Gee, no. You don't know who Al Sharpton is, so don't talk to me.
What the fuck is Al Sharpton?
So don't talk to me about generations.
He's irrelevant, probably. Anyways,
can't wait for those comments.
It's just like, yeah, like I honestly hope that as time go on, we just figure out a way to coexist. That's my final point.
You mean as humanity as a whole, or just America?
I want to say so, but humanity as a whole. I want to say so, but that it's never gonna happen. But hey,
once I get my hands on those Infinity Stones, everything will be different.
Dude, I love how we went from Love Island to to Love Is Blind to this existential discussion about the state of the world. Jaden Smith will be proud.
Yo, shout out Jaden Smith. He was right the whole time, and I was with him when it first came out. I was like, bro's right. We should really be talking about these things.
Jaden Smith, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry we clowned you when you said that, bro.
Yo,
you were right all along.
Speak for yourself. When that happened, I was like, yo, that's funny, but like, bro's right. And niggas were laughing at me. I was like, yo, no. The world is ending, bro. We should talk about this.
We need to focus on the political situation.
We got to focus on this shit.
Oh, my gosh. My only other message to people out there, and message that I need to apply to myself as well, is we need to go out and educate ourselves more about everything so that we don't make mistakes that our predecessors made.
Like what?
We need to use history as kind of like the playbook to see what to avoid and what path to follow.
But we're going through so many major historical events that are precedent that's never happened in history. So how do we navigate through that? There's no playbook for AI.
There's no playbook for AI. That's true. But I feel like since we're already here and since we're smart enough to even create something like AI, we're also smart enough to find solutions. I believe in that. I believe we're smart enough. And I feel like if we put more effort in it, we can do it.
Okay. I can agree with that.
So,
I mean, humanity builds, destroys, creates, and repeat. So
true. I mean,
we're just in the destroy factor. We're just in the destroy cycle.
We're close to the destroy cycle.
I mean, I don't know. I think we're just being a little over cynical because of the internet. But outside of, the government being shut down for so long and shit getting more crazy in other countries, how many wars are going on right now? Like 3? 5? 6? Then we just bomb Venezuela again.
Yeah, it's super bleak, but listen, I'm trying my best to find positivity in it positivity in the world every day. It's super hard, but
in the world, I don't look at the world for positivity. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I look at the world to just be like, all right, that's what's going on. I don't have no thoughts or emotions.
You know what helps me believe in the good of the human race as a whole?
What?
Art. No matter what form it takes. No matter what you consider art. Art helps me remind myself that we are beautiful creatures. We are meaningful creatures.
I like that.
So maybe you guys should consume more art. Sorry, and yeah.
Yeah, and it better be good, and you better like it, or he'll look at you weird.
But I also understand that art has been used in a negative way to push certain agendas. So
yeah, man, like kicking someone out of art school because they didn't like his art.
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, moral of this episode is try your best to be a good person every day.
Don't try. Just do better. Just do better than you did before. Even if it's a little bit, do better than you did before.
Whatever views you have on your relationships are personal to you, and don't force your views on other people. And be more understanding of each other's. That's my message to you. That's how I'm gonna end this. We came in here with a whole plan.
What plan? There's no plan.
There's no plan, but sometimes you gotta speak from the heart and have a good conversation with your bro.
Exactly.
Sometimes this is all it is. So,
and sometimes that's just it.
Hopefully you guys.
Hope you really enjoyed that.
You enjoyed us yapping.
Hopefully you think a little bit more critically about things.
Hopefully we started a conversation for you guys in the comment section for you to engage in.
And just in your life.
Yeah. Go talk to your friends. Doesn't have to be in front of a podcast.
Whoever you're disagreeing with,
whoever you're
disagreeing with, try to see things from their perspective.
Yep.
And hopefully they'll see things from your perspective. Because it's really about perspective. Once you change your perspective, you really see things differently.
But yeah, this was CJ Muted, the Zen episode. We'll see you guys next week. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Sayonara. Deuces.